Hey there, it's Tom here on behalf of Indestructible Productions once again, and we are back with another Throwback Baritone episode. Not much of a throwback this time. Last episode it was 2014. Now we're going back a couple of weeks. So I picked this guitar back up again. Had some time to actually work on it finally. So, first things first. Sanding. Lots and lots of sanding. Oh boy. Yeah, the edges of it were pretty rough. The cutters and everything and work method and all that stuff wasn't exactly the greatest at my school, so they left behind some pretty rough edges and bumps and scratches and burn marks and all that fun stuff to get rid of. Burn marks especially because it is birch, which is really light wood color-wise, and getting rid of all those burns was somewhat of a nightmare. So first I used a bobbing sander, and then I moved on to the disc sander just to get that tail end nicely sanded down and make sure that everything's still flat and square and looking nice. Did run into a lot of issues with the fact of it is a baritone, so it is very long. The neck goes on forever, so that tends to hit stuff constantly. On the bobbin sander, it always hit the frickin' wall, and everywhere else it was just in the way a lot of the time. Making sure my sandpaper's nice and clean. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward, really. I'm just getting rid of all that leftover gunk. And there's also a bunch of glue from when I glued on the top. Now the horns still had a little bit of overhang from the top, so I had to get rid of that with this router table. Just taking very, very small passes. I'm using a very nice 3-flute bearing cutter. And it's cutting the stuff like butter. Which also, once again, I would like to point out, whenever working on a router table, make sure to think where you're going to place your hands. Because let's say the wood slips. Think of where your hands are going to go in relation to where that piece of wood is going to go. If the answer is, hey, my hands are going to go in the blade, move your hands. Make sure they're never in the way. Once again, running into a little bit of trouble trying to get the upper horn cleaned up a little bit because the neck, again, was in the way. Realizing that this is not a safe way to do it. So, I have to make do. There we go. Once again, very small passes, making sure that my hands are as far away as they possibly could be. While still, you know, gripping firmly and making sure that everything's held in place. Yeah, fairly happy with that. Alright, and back to the bobbin sander. Now I have a very small bobbin on there just to get into those horns a little bit better, or the cutaways a little bit better. There was a lot of bandsaw marks in this instance, so that was a lot of fun to get rid of. There's still going to be a good bit of hand sanding to go, but this helps out a whole bunch in the long run. Of course, some fresh paper would always be much appreciated. And moving on, I'm cleaning up the back as well with the orbital sander. So while I'm sanding everything else, I might as well do that, just to make sure that everything is nice and clean and relatively bump free. Also makes everything else a hell of a lot easier. The back as well is completely riddled with glue from when I glued on the neck, or glued in the wings and stuff. I hadn't cleaned it up all that much. Probably should have. But yeah, with all that said and done, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next week. So, without further ado, bye.